Okay, thank you very much. And I would go to the next university, the Middle East Technical University of Cyprus. And Nandana will give us a nice introduction.
Yes, that's right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invite. I am Nandana Agassia, and I am the president of Middle East Technical University NCC student chapter. So our chapter was founded in 2009, and we are situated in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. We currently have 80 active members. We don't have that many students in our petroleum engineering department, mostly because of the bad oil prices, but here we go. So let's begin. Can you go to the next slide? All right. So our greatest event of last year was the symposium. It was a big speaker session where we discussed how people would deal with energy poverty in the modern world in different countries. Master students and PhD students and professors alike discussed this issue, and a lot of environmental engineering students discussed how their thesis would relate to this issue of dealing with energy poverty. You could go to the next slide now. The biggest mishap we had to deal with was moving everything online. We had to make plans going forward, how to do things online. In our chapter, usually we would set up tables inside campus, and that would be how we would advertise our events. We would also use flyers, but then we'd had to change everything to an online platform. So we had to optimize our means of communication. We had to establish, new ways to share ideas and advertise our events. You could go to the next slide now. So our greatest achievement caused by Corona was the full integration of online platforms. Using these tools like emails and YouTube and LinkedIn, we were able to consolidate operations, and we had new means of conveying ideas. We now have a YouTube channel, and we're slowly building up the videos that we have there. And we've also got info packs, so it would be easy to communicate with new students. New students are the hardest to communicate with because most of them don't have the initiative to join SPE as well as register themselves. So we had to help them register to SPE.org as well. And now we've got more members in proportion to our student body. And we are now also a part of many student organizations. We're also part of the International Cooperation Council and the Middle East Association. So yeah, that'll be all for me. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Any questions? I have a question.
Yes.
I am not sure when you have your board elections, but are you concerned about or do you have problems due to the Corona pandemic with electing or finding a new board or building a new board?
Thankfully, last year our elections were before when the pandemic hit, and hopefully our next elections would be after the pandemic would be over. So it's towards the end.
Nicely planned.
Yeah, towards the end of the academic year. It's usually around March around March. So it's right before the pandemic hit. So.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions?
Yes, I do. As the presentation is interesting, I would like to ask you, why do you think that new students find some problems to join SPE? Is it such difficult for them to understand this culture? Does the university support SPE in general where you are, or what is the main issue, if you can just clarify it? Thank you.
Right. Okay. So we're from the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. So if you're a new student, chances are 50% of them are going to prep school. So they would have to go through like one year of learning English. And so those students are a little bit harder to communicate because they're just focusing on studying English first, and then they would get started on petroleum engineering. The other 50%, the ones who do end up skipping prep school, well, since they're new students, you would have to reach out to them. And after you do reach out to them, many of them complain the issue of like sometimes the SPE website isn't that properly optimized. So sometimes they run into registration problems. Other than that, you also have to register in a specific way. The SP Turkey is sponsored by Chevron, I think, and so you would have to fill in all the credentials properly in order for you to actually register. If there's anything wrong, then you're not able to register. So we would help out the new students in doing that.
Nandana had another question.
Yes, hello again, Laura. Thank you for your insights in regards to our previous questions. I have a question about the workshops that you discussed, and some of our friends have also discussed. What's the best way that you think that we could incentivize professionals or companies to make workshops for us during these times, these online workshops?
I don't believe that there is a unique method. You need to be motivated. You need to approach those guys with a positive energy, and you should explain them that without the help of the big boys, you cannot become big boys.
All right.
So they should. This is always what I did. So when I was at the very beginning, and I went to my boss and I told him, look, I'm new with the YP group. I was at the beginning with the YP group. I want something big as the first event we do. What you want? I want to bring an international guy to our section. Can we? What you need for this? So I was having already the name, but we were not having the money to bring the guy in Romania. And he asked me, what you need? You need money. From whom? From our company? Can you help me? So you go and ask for help. And I guarantee that there are people out there wanting to help you. That's why, and again, go first to your faculty advisor. Okay, no answer, is not interested. Go to your section president, not interested. Approach me. In fact, I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you to approach me and tell me that you want to organize an event on a specific topic and you don't have the speaker for that webinar.
Okay, all right.
I take this challenge and I want you to take it and think of a topic. If you don't find an SPE member across this planet to help you, please drop me an email and I promise that you will have a webinar. This is what you need to do. Take it step by step. Up to one point, you should find somebody to help you.